Li Tiang is a female scientist and an extreme sports enthusiast who finds herself on a surfboard in the open ocean. She can't remember how she got there, and she doesn't have time to, because an out-of-nowhere wave crashes over her, followed by a shark attack. Li Tiang dies, only to immediately wake up again on the board in the middle of the sea. It all happens again, and she realizes she's trapped inside a virtual reality simulation, one she designed herself. But for some reason, it's now operating by its own rules. Usually, producers do everything they can to avoid spending extra money, and if there's a chance to build a story on someone else's idea without paying for it, they'll happily take it. But not in the case of the Chinese The Shallows, whose creators officially purchased the remake rights to Sony Pictures' 2016 thriller of the same name, and then rewrote it from the ground up, keeping only the setup: a girl on a surfboard versus a bloodthirsty shark. They even changed the genre, steering the story into science fiction. The Chinese The Shallows cost its creators 20 million yuan, which is a lot by the standards of online filmmaking. An average action movie usually runs around 10 million. In principle, you can understand the producer's confidence. The Hollywood source material was supposed to give the project extra promotional juice, and for the lead they cast actress Chen Xiao-Yun, very much not by accident. Chen trained in swimming from childhood and achieved some success, but according to the story, she wasn't accepted onto the national team because of her unusually large breasts. Later, her appearance in a revealing swimsuit on an entertainment show turned her into an online celebrity, and The Shallows seemed poised to replicate and capitalize on that moment. But then something odd happened. The filmmakers rewrote the premise into a maximally repetitive, monotonous Groundhog Day loop, interrupted by mind-numbingly dull lab scenes where Li Tiang's team tries to pull their boss out of the simulation. And then they did everything possible to invite backlash from Chen Xiaoyun's fans by putting the actress in a fully covering wetsuit. The result was, to put it mildly, predictable. The project failed to generate much audience interest, even at launch. It's unfortunate, but the Chinese version of The Shallows simply has very little to offer. It has an actress whose beauty the filmmakers refuse to exploit. It has a dangerous situation whose edge is almost immediately blunted by the fact that it's just a simulation. And it has a philosophical subtext about psychological trauma and the power of the subconscious that the creators can't even articulate clearly, repeatedly drifting into empty surrealism. The film is full of frantic activity, yet the plot stands still, and the CGI and visuals are wildly inconsistent. Unlike the Hollywood original, you can often tell that many scenes were shot against a green screen, and it hurts the overall impression, though honestly, there isn't much to ruin. The attempt to be original backfired. In this case, it would have been better to just reshoot the original shot for shot.